What's up, everybody? My name is Zack Van Wagoner, and today I'm going to take you through a 30-minute TRX strength workout just using the suspension trainer. This is going to be a little bit more of a beginner level workout, so we're going to focus on going slow, making sure we understand what the end points of each movement feels like, so we understand what right looks like and what right feels like in our movements. The first round, we're going to go through just lower body exercises. The second round, we're going to go through upper body exercises. Each exercise will be done for 45 seconds on, and then we'll take 30 seconds to transition to a different exercise. So if you've got a playlist at home, go ahead and hit play. We're going to do a couple minutes of a dynamic warm-up to get us ready to go, and then we're going to start. I always like to start with jumping jacks, so let's get it going in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Now, as we hit these jumping jacks, I want you to start to scan your body, meaning what does it feel like as you reach your arms over your head? Are the shoulders feeling good, or are they feeling a little stiff and tired? What about your legs as you jump those feet apart and back together? Do the legs feel like they're ready for action, or do they need a little bit of love to get them there? We're going to do a runner stretch next in 3, 2, and 1. Feet shoulder width apart. Hinge your hips back. Feel a nice stretch in the hamstring. Plant the hands down. Walk those hands out so you're in a plank position. Wrists should be under the shoulders. Press your hips back and up in the air. Heels push to the floor. Pull yourself back to your plank. Step your left foot up next to your left palm. Reach your left hand up. And now bring your forearm back down. Circle your hips once. And then hand comes down. Step the foot back. Another downward dog. Pull back to your plank. Step your right foot up. Inhale, reach the right hand to the ceiling. Exhale, bring the forearm back to the floor. Give me a circle. Let's do that once more. Hand down, step the foot back. Pull back to plank. Left foot steps up. Left arm reaches. Left forearm comes down. Circle the other direction now. Left hand to the floor. Step back. One last down dog as you pull back to your plank. Right foot steps up. Right hand reaches to the ceiling. We'll bring those forearms back down again. Circle the other direction. I'm going to set my hand down. Walk my foot back. I'm going to walk my hands back towards my feet. I'm going to roll my body up. And I'm going to do that one more time. I'm going to hinge back. I'm going to walk my hands out. Keeping my knees straight. I'm going to push my hips up in the air. Walk my hands back. Hinge up. And now I'm ready to get going. All right, you guys. So 45 seconds of work, 30 seconds of transition. We're going to do the first block twice. Then we'll change to the second block, and we'll do that block twice. So the first exercise we're going to start with is what's called a bottoms-up squat with your TRX. Your TRX is going to be at mid-length during this entire round. We're going to stand and face the anchor point. I want you to grab both handles and then push into them so your straps have tension, and walk forward until your hands are just about at your hip height. From here, bottoms up squat looks like this. Follow along with me. Lean back. Squat your hips down towards your heels. Now rotate your palms and rock forward till your chest is over your hips. Push your feet into the ground. Stand up. And then extend your arms back out again. That's it. Lean it back, squat it down, flip the palms, pull yourself to your upright. Notice that my feet are flat here. Flip the palms again, and then stand it back up. 2 more. Lean back, squat down, flip the palms, curl forward, flip the palms, stand it up. 1 more. Lean it back, squat it down, rotate the palms, pull forward, rotate the palms, stand it up. All right. Now that we got those hips, ankles, and knees all warmed up, let's start to do a TRX alternating side lunge. I want you to take your feet outside shoulder width apart, toes pointed forward. Your elbows are in nice and tight to the body, hands next to the chest. You're going to push into your left leg, sitting over to the right. Squeeze your glutes as you push into the ground to come up, and then push to the left, sinking nice and low. Pushing into the ground to come up. Notice I say pushing a lot into the ground, right? So let's go to the right side. Push yourself to the right. Little pause. Bring yourself back up. Push yourself to the left. Little pause. Bring yourself back up. Let's go again. Down to the right. Hold. Push to come up. Down to the left. Hold. Push to come up. Keep this going. Notice how when I go left to right, I'm letting my elbows extend out. I'm not locking myself in this rounded position. I'm keeping a nice tall spine. My elbows are extending out to give me a little bit of room to move here, and I'm still pushing into the ground to bring myself back to the top. We're here for 3, 2, 1, and now we're back up. All right, let's bring those feet nice and close together now. We're going to do an alternating step back lunge this set. So hands right next to my chest, elbows are tucked in nice and tight. I'm going to take my left foot, step it back. Notice my elbows extend out again. Then I'll drop my left knee straight down. To stand back up, I'm going to push into my front leg. Boom, foot comes down. I'm going to do the same thing with my right. Step back, drop my knee down. I'm going to push into the ground with my left leg to come back up. Let's go. Left leg back, drop down, push into the right foot to come up. Step back, drop the right knee down, push into the front foot to come up. Let's hold it this time. Go to the bottom. Can you pause for a second? Now push to come up. Step back with the other leg, drop, pause, push to come back up. We still got 25 seconds left here. Keep alternating. If you want to speed it up, speed it up. But by speed up, I just mean how fast you move back and forth. I still want you to maybe pause for a second at the bottom. Boom, coming up. Remember, we're focusing on the end ranges here. It's the end of my movement. Coming up again. Back with the left. Let's do one more time with the right. Down. And then back up. All right, you guys, we're going to get a little bit tougher here and enter into a single leg assisted squat using the TRX. So I'm going to start on my right leg. I'm actually going to switch so you guys can see the angle a little bit better here. So my right foot's going to be down. My hands are right next to my chest. I'm going to pick my left toes up, and my left heel is in line with my right toes. From here, I'm going to bend both knees, let my elbows straighten, and I'm going to sit down into a squat and then push off my right leg to come up. Let's have you guys try it. Right foot centered, left heel down, left toes up, drop the butt down, push into the floor to come back up. Drop the booty down, pushing into the floor to come back up. Now notice I'm keeping my chest up nice and tall as I push the floor away from me. Keeping the chest up, elbows are extending, push the floor away. I see this a lot where people lean back first. I don't want you to lean back. I want you to drop straight down. So bend both knees, drop down, back to the top. Bend both knees, drop down, back to the top. You got one more. Bend both knees, dropping down, and push, shake it out. Now we're going to do the left side, but we got 30 seconds to rest here so we can reset our movement. So I'm going to center my left leg. Again, my right heel will be lined up where my big left toe is, and I've got my right toes lifted. When I start the movement, I'm going to move like an elevator, moving down and back up. I'm not going to move like an escalator back and forth, all right? So here we go. Left centered, right heel down, bend both knees, allow your elbows to extend, and then push into the ground to come back up. Sit it down, chest stays tall, push into that ground to come back up. I'm standing on my own 2 feet here. I'm not leaning back ever. If I were to let go of my straps, what would happen is my chest would probably fall forward. I would not fall backwards on my booty. All right, we still got 20 seconds left here. So let's keep this going. Let's keep this going. Are we still thinking about pushing the ground away from you? If you were in sand or if you were on a soft ground, you'd be pushing and denting into the floor. Last 3, last 2, and 1. Woo! All right. So those are our 5 exercises for the block 1. We're going to repeat those again. Now that we know what to do, I'm going to make them a little bit more challenging. But if you don't want to make them more challenging, guess what? You don't have to. Stick with how we did the first round. So we're back to facing the anchor point, or we never left there. We're back to the bottoms up squat. So my hands are out in front of me. I'm pushing into the handle, so there's tension on the straps. And I walk forward till my handles are about at my hips. Now let's work together in 3, 2, 1. Lean back, squat down, rotate, curl, rotate, press. Again, lean back, squat down, rotate palms, curl, rotate palms, stand it up. As you stand up from the bottom, you should be driving your feet into the floor and growing through your crown. Imagine you're wearing a crown right now. So as you sit back, keep that crown tall. As you bicep curl, that crown is tall, and then grow through the top. Let's see if we can get 2 more in 10 seconds. Drop down, flip, curl, flip, stand. Again, lean back, squat down, flip, curl, flip, stand. Woo! All right. So now we're going to go back to that alternating side lunge. Option number 1, you've got your feet nice and wide, hands next to the chest. You'll sink down to the right, push in the floor to come up, sink down to the left, push into the floor to come up. If you want to make it a little bit more challenging, bring your feet together, lift the leg up, and then you'll step into that side lunge, okay? You pick which one you want to do. In 3, 2, 1. I'm going to start with my feet wide, and about halfway through, I'll bring my feet together. So again, what level are you at right now? No matter what variation you're doing, you're still pushing into the ground to come up. You've still got your head nice and tall, chest nice and tall, and you're allowing those elbows to extend out to bring you back, right? Even if I go into my stepping, I'm still keeping my chest tall. I'm still pushing into the ground to come back up. We've got 10 seconds left. Whatever leg that you're standing on at the top, that leg should be squeezed nice and hard. Last 3, last 2, and 1. All right, so now we're going reverse lunges. Same thing. As we go back to here, elbows in tight, feet start together. Option 1, tap, drop the knee, stand it back up. Option 2, bring the leg up before adding a little bit of a balance component. And then you'll switch. We're still going to alternate. All right, so here we go. Step back or balance to step back. In 3, 2, 1. Option A, step back, push off your front foot. Step back, drop down, push off the front foot. Option 2, lift the foot up, and then switch. Let's start to add those pauses back in. So when you step back next time, I want you to drop and hold it. Hold it, hold it, push into the ground to come up. Lift the leg, step it back, drop down. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Back up. Let's go again. Drop down. Hold. 2, 3. Coming up. Other leg. Step it back. Drop down. Hold. 2, 3. Coming up. And guess what? Rest. Woo! So we've only got 2 exercises left here. Hopefully those legs feeling good, feeling strong. So we're back to that single leg assisted squat, the TRX assisted squat. I'm just going to adjust my angle so you can see a little better. We'll start on the left this time. So my left leg is centered to my anchor point. My right heel is in line with my left toes. I start nice and tall. I'm going to sit my booty down, push into the floor to come back up. Let's go to work, you guys. Sit that booty down, push into that left foot to stand back up. Sit the hips down, bend both knees, push into the floor to come back up. We've got 35 seconds here. I really want you to start to own that drive into the ground. So let's sit down. Can we hold it, and then push to come back up, squeezing those glutes. Sit it down, hold it, push to come up, glutes nice and tight at the top. If you haven't heard, we like this saying at TRX called apples, not applesauce, meaning that when you squeeze your glutes, your butt should be hard like an apple, not soft like some applesauce. We've only got 3 seconds left. 3, 2, and 1. All right, shaking the legs out. Last set for this round is going to be our single leg squat on the right. Same deal. Now, we're not always equal from left to right, so one side might be giving you a little trouble. The other side might be a little bit easy. Totally normal. So don't get too caught up on that. So my right leg is center. My left heel is in line with my right big toe. And again, as I sit down, my elbows extend, keeping my back flat. I push into the ground to come back up. Let's go to work. 3, 2, and 1. Sitting that booty all the way down, pushing into the ground to come up. Sitting those hips down, pushing into the ground to come up. Now, once again, can we own the bottom position? Start to add just a little bit of a pause down there. Holding, push that earth away, squeeze the glutes. Back down, hold, push the earth away, squeeze the booty. Back down, hold, hold, push away, squeeze the glutes. Only 15 seconds left. Are we still owning this position here? When I say owning, I mean, are we aware of where we are? Or are we just kind of going through the motions? Last 5 seconds. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, you guys, shake those legs out. Now, we'll take 30 seconds to rest, but we're going to get into round 2, which is going to be more upper body focused. So we're once again going to stay facing the anchor point for 3 out of the 5 exercises. We'll make a switch halfway through. Our first exercise we're going to focus on in the upper body are wall slides. So we're going to work the shoulders and the shoulder press. I want you to place your palms against your foot cradles, and then I want you to pull your forearms back, squeezing your shoulder blades so that your forearms are in line with your body. Now sit your butt back a little bit. Allow your knees to bend. Press back and reach your fingers to the ceiling, and then pull your elbows back to your rib cage. TRX wall slide. Let's go. Reach the fingers up and back, and then pull those elbows down. Let's reach the fingers up. Give me a pause here. Notice where your rib cage is. Could you hide your ribs a little more? Now pull the elbows back down. Reach the fingers up again. Keep pressing back. What are those ribs doing? Again, can we hide them a little bit? Pulling it down. When I say hide the ribs, I just mean don't stick your chest out like this. Not this much. Reaching up again. Holding. Holding. Back down. We got one more. Here we go. Reaching up. Ribs are hidden. Hold. Hold. Woo. And we're back down. Nice work. Next up, TRX low row. So let's grab both handles. Walk forward until your hands are right next to your chest and your elbows are pinched in tight. I want you to take 1 or 2 small steps in until you feel tension in your forearms, your upper arms, and your back. Our movement will be as follows. You're going to extend your arms all the way out till your elbows are straight, and then you're going to drive your elbows back, pinching shoulder blades together. Here we go. Extending both arms all the way out, elbow straight, and then driving those elbow points back, pinching shoulder blades together. I like to have my toes up here because I can really dig into the ground. But if you don't want to do that, guess what? You could also have your toes down. That part doesn't matter as much. Different coaches will ask for different things. I'm more of a what works best for you. Because if I want you to do something, you'll know. All right, you guys, we got 15 seconds left. Let's double check with our body right now. How is it looking? Notice that I just stepped back a little bit. That was just getting a little bit too tough for me to maintain good form. So I needed to step back. Last 5 seconds. Drive the elbows, squeeze the shoulder blades, extend it out. Last 3, 2, 1. Woo, step it back. Let those shoulders get a little bit of a break. All right, we got one more move for the body, or one more move for the back and the shoulders. TRX bicep curl. So from here, bring your pinkies next to your temples, and then make sure your elbows are raised so they're level with your shoulder. Same thing. Pull on your straps so they're tight. Walk your feet 1 or 2 steps in. Now, I like to have my feet wide on this one to make sure that my hips are traveling with my shoulders. I'm going to extend my elbows all the way out, and then I'm going to drive my knuckles back, squeezing my biceps. Starting in 3, 2, 1, here we go. Extend those arms all the way out, and then squeeze the bicep. Bring your pinky back to the temple. Extend the arms all the way out, elbow straight, and then squeeze that bicep, pinkies to temples. Woo! Those shoulders, those arms should be talking to you right now as you extend out and as you come back up. If you look at my TRX straps, they're tight the whole time. Your straps should look just like mine. There should never be any slack in them. If you're feeling like this is tough, take a little step back and reset. We've only got 3, 2, and 1. Nice work out there. So next up is going to be a TRX chest press. So for that, we need to lengthen the straps to fully lengthened. Pull back on your adjusters, pull down on your straps until your adjustment tabs are all the way at the bottom, and then we're going to face away from the anchor point. My hands are going to be on the handles. My hands are going to be straight out in front of me, but my straps are not going to touch my body ever here. My feet are just outside shoulder width apart. Keeping my hips in line with my shoulders, I'm going to reach my hands apart, lower my chest between them, and then drive away. Let's go to work. Hands apart, lower the chest down, and drive it away. As you're working, your hips should be coming with you. We like to say, bring your hips to the party, meaning we're not leaving our butt back like so. We want to make sure the hips travel with the shoulders so that we maintain proper alignment. Hold the bottom if you can with me. 2, 1, press it away. Let's do that again, 15 seconds. Hold the bottom, 1, 2, press it away. Lower down, hold the bottom, 1, 2, press away. Lower down, hold the bottom, 1, 2, press away, and rest. All right, bring your feet a little closer together. Our final exercise in this circuit is going to be a TRX tricep extension. So it's very similar. Arms are going to be straight out in front of the chest. Now from here, I want you to step your right foot forward and your left foot back. You're going to bend this right knee as we lower down. So my hands are out in front of me, and I'm going to imagine I'm squeezing a beach ball between my forearms. I'm going to bend my elbows, bring my thumb to my temple as I bend my front leg, sitting into this position. I'll then drive my hands away, straighten my leg. Let's go to work. Bend the knee, bend the elbows, thumb to temple, and push away. Bend the knee, bend the elbows, thumb to temple, push it away. Keep this going. We got 30 seconds left. Now again, give me a little form check. As you lower down, are your elbows staying in line with your shoulders, or are your elbows turning out? We do not want them to turn out. They should stay in. Elbows in, thumb to temple, pushing away. Elbows in, thumb to temple, pushing away. Last 2. Elbows in, thumb to temple, push away. 1 more. Elbows in, thumb to temple, and push it away. Woo! All right, so we're going to go back to the top. This is our last round. So we need to take our straps back up to mid-length. So again, I'll pull back on my adjuster, pull up on the adjustment tab till it gets to my mid-length marks, pull down on the adjuster, pull up on the adjustment tabs. I get to that mid-length mark. So we're back to that wall slide. So my palms are against my foot cradle. I'm pushing my forearms back as I squeeze my shoulder blades together. My butt is back. My chest is up. Let's reach for the sky, elbow straight, and then pull your elbows back to the body. I want you to focus on your plank here, your standing plank. Your rib cage should be hidden, right? We shouldn't see ribs out like this. Lower back should be flat. We shouldn't be overarched. And we're trying to reach up as high as we can, right? If you can only reach to here, then that's all you got, and you pull it back down, right? But I want you to notice where you're at, because you're only in competition with yourself. So if you're not quite getting it today, what are you getting today, and what can you get next time? Reaching it up, pulling it back down. Reaching it up, holding, I'm back down. Woo! Had to push you there a little bit. All right, we're back to that low row, okay? Elbows are in tight to my body. I've got my shoulder blades pinched again, right? Same thing. I was pinching shoulder blades here, and now I'm pinching shoulder blades here. The only difference is my arm placement. So I'll take my steps in till I find a strong angle. I'm going to lift my toes, but you could also keep them flat, right? We'll extend the elbows all the way out, and then we'll drive those elbows back. 3, 2, 1. Extend it out, and then drive those elbows back. Extend it out, and then drive the elbow back. Can you pause here for a second? Good. Extend it out, and then drive back. Can you pause again? 2, 1. Bring it down, and bringing it up. Hold. 2, 1. Bringing it down, and bringing it up. Hold. Hold. Only 20 seconds left. Extend it down, drive it back. Hold it. Hold it. Extend it out, drive it back. Hold it. Hold it. 10 seconds. If you need to make it easier, step away from the anchor point. Extend it out. Back up. Hold. Hold. Let's get one more. Extend it out. Back up. Hold this one for 3, 2, extend the elbows. Woo! And 1. Let's move those feet back to reset. Man, hopefully your back is feeling as good as mine right now. I'm feeling strong. So we got biceps next. Pinkies are going to come to your temples. Elbows are level with your shoulders. And again, you take 1 or 2 little steps in, find that angle. I like wide stance here again, so my hips and shoulders stay connected. Extend both elbows out. Squeeze your bicep. Drive the pinky back. Here we go. Extending out. Driving it up. Extending it out. Driving it up. Elbows are staying tall. Shoulders are staying in the back pockets. right? I say shoulders in the back pockets because I don't want you to look like this, right? I don't want you to look like you've got your shoulders shrugged up. So shoulders are down. We're maintaining a good chest, nice tall chest. Now 15 seconds left. Again, if you're losing form, take a little step back, but try not to stop, right? We shouldn't have to stop before the set's over. We should just be able to adjust our angle. Last 5 seconds. Let's hold the top. Last 5. Squeeze those biceps. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! All right, you guys. Straps fully lengthened all the way out as long as they'll go. We're going to face away from the anchor point once again. We've got your TRX chest press. We're going to superset that with those triceps, finishing there. So let's bring it home. Let's bring it home. Hands are straight out in front of your chest. You've got 1 or 2 steps back. Again, you're going to open the hands up, drop the chest between them, drive into the handles to come back up. 3, 2, 1. Open the hands, drop the chest, push and squeeze, hands together. Open, drop the chest, push, squeeze together. I want to make sure that you're squeezing your glutes during the movement. If your glutes aren't squeezed hard like apples, everybody, then we're going to have a saggy hip, right? If I don't squeeze my butt, what happens is my hips either go to here or my hips go back to here. I don't want either of those. I want my hips in line with my shoulders. Back up. Back up. We've only got 10 seconds left. Hopefully you're still driving into those handles. You've got those glutes tight. We're here for 3. We're here for 2. And we're here for 1. All right. I'm going to take a little step forward. So last time when we hit that tricep press, I had you offset your feet. You kept your elbows tight together. Thumbs came to temples, and we drove it away. We drove it away. Thumbs came to temples, and we drove it away. Now, if I want to challenge myself here a little bit more, I could take my feet just wide like I was in my chest press. I can do the same thing, but that's going to make it a little bit tougher. So you pick. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. I'm going to start with my foot forward. Just get used to it. Okay, I feel strong there. I feel strong. I'm going to do one more. Okay, I think I can handle keeping my feet wide. Let me try a set here now. Thumb to temple. Oh, man, that lights the core up a little more, right? We got to keep those hips in line with those shoulders. Last couple seconds. And by couple, I mean 20. So not quite couple, but we're almost there. Let's go. I think my arms are starting to get fatigued. That's why my time's getting a little bit faster. But don't worry, I got a little clock on the side. We've only got 10 seconds left, so now we do only have a couple. Last 4, let's maybe hold the bottom. Can you hold the bottom? Last 3, 2, and 1. Shake those arms out, ladies and gentlemen. Way to push it. All right, so we're going to do a quick cool down. We're going to open up the chest, stretch out the back and the legs, and then we'll be done. Let's stay facing away from the anchor point. You can leave your straps fully lengthened right here. Walk forward till your arms are all the way extended out. So we got to feel a big chest stretch. Breathing in. Breathing out. Let's breathe in. Raise the arms up. Breathe it out. One more time. A little snow angel action behind the body. Good. Breathe it in. And bring them back down. Good work. All right, let's quickly adjust our straps back to mid-length. If you need to hit pause, hit pause. All right, so once they're back to mid-length, let's stand and face the anchor point. I want to start with just a wide stance hip hinge. Feet are wide, hands are in front. Push down, reach the fingers forward, reach the tailbone back. You should feel a nice stretch on these hamstrings here, especially if those knees are straight and your back is staying flat. Let's try not to be here. Try to push that tailbone to the end of the room. Last 3, 2, 1. All right, feet come together. Figure 4 squat stretch. Cross the left foot over the right. Sit into a squat. 2 breaths. Now we'll come up and switch. Left foot center, right foot cross, sit. One more. And stand. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me for this TRX workout. I hope you guys had a good one. Again, we focused on strength in the upper and lower body. So if you feel a little bit sore, don't forget to stretch. Grab that foam roller and obviously drink some water. I can't wait to see you guys next time. Have a great rest of your day.